Hey guys, welcome back. It is vacation setup time. If you watched my last video where I did a review on the This Is Ground Mod Tablet 3 case, I mentioned that I am going on a trip and I wanted to do a setup video for you guys. So I thought it would be fun to kind of show you what I plan for a trip. This is going to be about 4 full days. The day that we arrive is going to be a late one, so I'm not going to consider that as like a full day of really doing anything. So 4 full days of sightseeing and journaling. I'm going to Las Vegas. I'm not normally a person who goes to Vegas. I've never been there, but I'm not a gambler. But I am going for a Backstreet Boys concert, which I'm really excited about. So those of you 90s kids, Backstreet Boys was, in my opinion, the best boy band ever. I don't know, some of you guys were NSYNC fans, so you probably can argue at that point, but I am a huge Backstreet Boys fan, and I am going specifically for that show, and then we're going to go see a Cirque du Soleil show and just kind of check out some good eats and see what's there. So, let's jump right into it. I thought it'd be fun to actually kind of set it up on camera, so that way I'm not just kind of pointing to you where I've got things. So this is the Mod Tablet 3 case, and I'm just kind of throw things in here. Right here it's kind of like a snap enclosure, and I just pretty much slip my lip balm in. I just find that I always want to have lip balm on hand in any of my pouches, so that's just kind of a thing. I've got my Micron. This is a 0.45 pen, just for maybe like some quick sketching, and then I have a Midori pencil for the same reason that I like to keep on hand, and I'll just kind of fit that there. What else do I keep here in this front pouch? I always like to have like some sort of washi samples with, and in this case I'm just going to have some washi cards. So I have one slipped here in the business card holder. I like to carry a small notebook with me, just in case if I don't end up taking my traveler's notebook with me during the day while we're sightseeing, I can have at least a notebook to kind of jot down some memories that I want to journal or things that I want to make sure I remember. And having a small notebook for travel is always great too, so if you need to like write down flight itinerary or something like that. And then I'm going to keep this pouch free because I want to put my phone in here. And then I'm going to have a midliner in, I guess they don't really have color names on them, do they? This is kind of like that nice periwinkle lilac color. Comes off more purple on camera, but it's kind of that grayish blue purple that I really like. So I have that kind of squeezed in there. I always like to have a red pen. This is a Muji 1.7. And this might seem excessive because I have a lot of pens with, but that's just kind of, I don't know, I always like to have options. And then I've got a pair of headphones with. I like to keep that on hand, so if I wanted to listen to some music or watch something on the plane, I'll have that with. This is pretty much going to be the case that I pull out of my bag that that's underneath the seat, and then I'll have this with me and on top of the table. So you know what, I think I forgot to mention in my review that there is actually a pouch back here. So there's the zip pouch here, and then there's a nice big pouch of equal size right back here, which is really nice. So it really gives you a lot of room here. In this pouch, I am keeping, what am I keeping? A glue stick. I always like to have a glue stick. A little straw of washi samples. These are kind of like more travel themed ones that I got at a recent, a while ago, like one of my Traveler's Notebook Hobonichi meetups. A pair of scissors. This is the Fiskars ones that fold up, which are really, really nice for travel. I have not had any issues traveling with these. These are the only ones that I've really taken on trips. It folds up into nothing, so that's really nice. And then I'm also bringing in a little baggie the Jane Austen ink from Goulet Pens. just because I'm bringing a fountain pen, and I'm gonna keep it unfilled so that way I don't have any sort of like mishaps from the pressure. So I have that in a little baggie just in case, and then my scissors. That all fits perfectly into this pouch here. Kind of adds a little bulk, but I mean, that's what that's for. And then I'm bringing a little clip, so if I wanted to do like flat lay photos for Instagram or something like that, I have that clipped into the side over here. So I think that's pretty much here it for this section. I don't really keep anything in the side pouch. If anything, I can always like slip in some like stickers or something, but I have that all separate. That's going to be stored back here. Nothing on this flap, but I am going to have some more washi cards. These are just kind of the favorites lately, so I kind of just keep these on hand. My current favorites are like this one right here. It's kind of like geometry and math kind of looking designs. And then I've got this one. This is a really pretty one that I got at Luca. And this one I got from, I think, Oblation Papers. So those are some of my current favorites. And that sits perfectly in the business card holders here. I've got, I always carry this with, even if I don't really use it. It's my Field Notes brand Hall limited edition pen. That's what it looks like. So just because it's a kind of like a prized possession for me, I like to have that with me. I actually slip that into the big pocket right here. I have my my crappy pen, the one that I will let people borrow if they see my case open and they see I've got all these pens and want to borrow one. This is the one that I let strangers use. It's happened. So always keep one on hand so you don't have to share your nice ones. Out of habit, I'm just going to bring my reusable utensils because we are going to be at the airport for a while. I think we're getting there early, so I always like to have those on hand. And, you know, they're lightweight too, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. And then my Kaweco Sport fountain pen, which is pretty much empty right now. So that way I can use it when I get there. And that fits perfectly right there. And then in the back pouch here, I am actually going to use that to house all my itinerary, my confirmation tickets and all that stuff for hotel and whatnot back here. I always keep copies of that with. And then I kind of pulled out some fun materials to use in my journal. So these are a couple papers that I folded down for my journal for maybe collaging or using as background tip-ins or something. These are from the recent Flow book for paper lovers. And then I pulled that postcard out to use as a tip-in. Some stickers that I thought I could use, so I thought maybe if we did like room service or something, I could use these, some travel themed ones. These are cutouts from a Flow magazine. Thought I would just throw those in there. Some stamps, so if I wanted to send some postcards to family and friends. I always send my dad postcards once in a while, so I thought it'd be fun for him to get one from Vegas. So I thought that would be a good thing to keep on hand. Some journal cards that I want to use up. And then I used a little envelope. I think this is by... You know what? I think I got this in the Flow book for paper lovers issue, and I have a bunch of little things that I can use to decorate. So I have some Midori stamps on some like tissue paper, some Tim Holtz film that I can stick in. So kind of travel themed things. These are from a Flow magazine. Picture of suitcase, macaroons, a camera, alarm clock, some more Tim Holtz film. These are some Midori Traveler's Notebook travel stickers. These are Amy Tangerine travel stickers. Some ephemera. Die cuts. I love die cuts for kind of brightening up pages. And that's it. So that's just kind of all the little stuff I have housed in that little craft envelope. Kind of keeps it together. And that will, once I get everything back into that envelope, will fit into this back pocket here. And so everything pretty much zips up perfectly. I can add in a few more things from my handbag into this if I really wanted to, so I can make it a, you know, just a carry-all to keep on, keep with me, so I don't have to keep reaching down into my backpack when I get on the plane. So that's kind of it with this, and then I'll have my Traveler's Notebook out, same setup as the one that I just posted recently, and a book. I'm set. I mean, the flight's not very long. I think it's like maybe 2.5 hours, but as for the actual journaling supplies, this is kind of the usual stuff that I'll bring with me on a short trip. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks for stopping by. So I hope you guys are doing well. Bye.